Okay, so today we're looking at
Mm,
Rubbermaid Brilliance food storage containers.
okay.
You're thinking about maybe gutting some.
Yeah,
So we're going to deep dive into the Amazon product page today and see what we can find.
sounds good.
First impressions.
Yeah.
They look really sleek, these things.
You do.
They're crystal clear,
Yeah.
but they're not glass.
Right.
They're made from this
Like
this
that's-
Triton stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, and they say they're 100% leak-proof.
oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, especially since you said you were tired of
Oh, yeah.
spills in your lunch bag.
Totally.
The reviews here are full of people talking about how they transport
Okay.
soups and sauces,
Okay.
and they never spill a drop.
No more soggy sandwiches. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
But
No-
tell me more about this Triton stuff.
Okay.
What is that? Is that just fancy plastic?
So Triton, it's actually pretty interesting.
Okay.
It's known for being really durable,
Okay.
like a high-end
Yeah.
plastic, but it also has that glass-like clarity
Yeah.
that you were talking about.
Yeah.
And you know how some containers get those orange stains,
Oh, yeah.
especially from tomato sauce?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Well, Triton is stain and odor resistant.
Okay. So you're saying I can finally get rid of all those
Yeah.
discolored
So
containers.
no more orange containers.
That might be worth it alone.
Right.
But let's talk about practicality here.
Okay.
I see these containers
Mhm.
have little vents built into the lid
Yeah.
so you can microwave them.
Right.
So without
Right.
taking the lid off.
Yeah.
But is that really a good idea?
Well, I mean, they are designed for that,
Okay.
for convenient splatter-free heating.
Uh-huh.
But I would be cautious
Mm-hmm.
about always microwaving with the lids on.
Okay.
Depends what you're heating.
Uh-huh.
Like fatty foods,
Yeah.
those tend to splatter more.
Okay.
And if you trap all that steam under the lid,
Yeah.
it can heat unevenly,
Oh.
and the pressure can build.
Oh, so like a little food explosion in my microwave.
You got it.
No thanks. I'll stick with the paper towel.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Ha! For those!
But those vents,
Yeah.
the science behind them is cool.
Okay.
Those little holes let the steam escape,
Right.
which prevents pressure from building up
Uh-huh.
and helps your food heat more evenly.
So it's like a little pressure valve.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So what are people saying about
Yeah, what's
the
I've seen-
user experience?
So overall,
Yeah.
the reviews are really positive.
Okay.
People are saying these containers,
Okay.
they're like a dream come true for organization
Oh, nice.
in your fridge.
Okay.
They love the different sizes.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, they stack really well,
Okay.
like Tetris.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
A nice organized fridge.
It makes it so much easier to see what you have.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Do the different sizes nest well
Yes.
for storage?
They do.
Yep.
That seems to be
Yeah.
a big selling point for a lot of people.
Right.
They fit together really snugly,
Yeah.
both in the fridge and when you're storing them away.
I don't want a bunch of mismatched lids and containers.
Right.
You know?
It's like they were designed for saving space.
That's what I like to hear
Yeah.
because I have limited cabinet space.
Okay.
But I did see some reviews
Yeah.
where people were saying they were having problems with cracking,
Yeah, some people.
especially after they put them in the dishwasher.
Right. And that seems to be an issue.
Is that the Triton?
Yeah. Well, Triton is durable,
Yeah.
but it looks like those high temperatures in the dishwasher
Yeah.
might be a bit much for it,
Okay.
especially over time.
So maybe hand washing the lids is a better option.
It might be,
Okay.
or at least putting them on the top rack
Yeah.
where it doesn't get quite as hot.
Makes sense.
Small price to pay
Yeah.
to make them last longer.
Right.
And, speaking of lasting longer,
Yeah.
it's there. The Amazon page doesn't really talk about sustainability,
Okay.
but if
Yeah.
these containers are really durable,
Mm-hmm.
then you won't have to replace them as often,
Right.
which is good for the environment.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Less waste.
I mean, buying something durable that's going to last a long time
Mhm.
is way better than
Yeah.
those flimsy containers that you have to keep replacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll save you money in the long run.
It'll
Yeah.
save you money in the long run, too.
Exactly.
Okay, so the price seems to be a hot topic in these reviews.
Yeah, it is.
They're not exactly cheap, are they?
No, they're not the cheapest option,
Yeah.
but you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And if you're looking to save some money,
Yeah.
there are some discounts on the product page,
Okay.
like 25% off for new sets,
Okay.
and you can even get deeper discounts
Okay.
if you buy used containers
Okay, cool.
that are still in good condition.
So we've talked about a lot here.
Leak-proof promises.
Yeah.
The pros and cons of this Triton stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those microwave vents.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts?
I think they have a lot of potential.
Okay.
I mean, they're durable, they're leak-proof, they're stackable, and
Right.
they look really nice.
Yeah.
But we do need to look into those concerns
Yeah.
about the cracking
Yeah.
and that hand-washing thing.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to hand-wash dishes if they don't have to.
Right. And the big question,
Yeah,
are they really as leak-proof as they claim to be?
that's what we need to find out.
We'll be right back
Uh,
to tackle that question and more
After a quick break.
after a word from our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about those cracks,
Yeah.
especially with the lids in the dishwasher.
And hand-washing might be a solution,
Yeah.
but who really wants to hand-wash?
Yeah, who has time for that?
Right, nobody has time for that.
Just throw everything in the dishwasher?
Yes.
Exactly.
It seems like that's a gamble.
It does seem like a gamble with these lids.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder
Uh-huh.
if they even thought about
Yeah.
using different materials for the lids.
Yeah.
Something that can handle the heat a little better.
Right. You think they would have thought about that
Yeah, you think.
with all the engineering?
Mhm.
So it's a trade-off
It is.
between convenience and durability.
Yep.
What else did you see?
So another thing that I saw,
Yeah.
a few people mentioned that the containers were hard to open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, that airtight seal
Yeah.
makes them a little tough to get into.
Yeah, the classic struggle, secure
Yes.
seal
Yeah.
versus ease of use.
Exactly.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Some people are even saying they had to use a butter knife
Oh,
to
wow.
pry the lid open.
Yikes.
Not ideal,
Especially if you're in a hurry.
especially if you're in a hurry.
Right.
It's like proof that the seal is really strong.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
But I can see how that would be annoying.
Yeah, it would be annoying.
Especially for people with,
Dexterity issues.
dexterity issues or
Yeah.
it's just anybody who wants to open things quickly and easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they could have put some kind of
Yeah.
pressure release valve in there or something.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That would make it much
Yeah.
easier to open
Yeah.
without having to...
Without having to resort to tools.
Right. Exactly.
Um,
And speaking of user-friendliness,
okay.
let's talk about sustainability again.
Okay.
We talked about how durable they are,
Yeah.
which is good.
Right.
But what happens when they reach the end of their life?
Yeah. Are they recyclable?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the Amazon page doesn't really say.
Oh, really?
It says that Triton is recyclable,
Okay. Okay.
but
Mm.
it doesn't give any specific guidelines
Okay.
about how to recycle them
Yeah.
or whether there are any take-back programs.
It would be nice if they
It would be great.
gave some guidance on that.
It would.
Yeah.
I mean, I think more companies
Yeah.
should be taking responsibility for
Yeah.
what happens to their products
Yeah.
at the end of their life.
Right. Like offering some
Um,
kind of take-back program or
Yeah, or at least
partnering with recycling facilities
working with local recycling facilities.
so they don't end up in a landfill.
Exactly.
And I think people are starting to pay
Yeah.
attention to that.
I think so too.
You know,
and
we're
besides-
voting with our wallets,
Yeah,
and companies are starting to see that.
they are.
So we've talked about
Yeah, we've talked about
some of the downsides,
big downsides.
the cracking,
Mhm.
the dishwasher issue,
Yeah,
the lack of information about recycling.
yeah.
But
But we can't forget
there's a lot of good stuff here.
there's a lot of good stuff.
I mean,
They're leak-proof.
yeah, they're leak-proof,
They're durable.
durable, they stack nicely, they look good, and they seem to really...
And people love them. Yeah, they're saying it's a game changer
Yeah,
for how they organize their fridge
okay,
and tack their lunches.
all right. But we still haven't answered the big question.
Yeah. The big question.
Are they really leak-proof?
Are they really leak-proof?
Um,
We've got to get to the bottom of this.
We need to find out. We've got to look
Yeah.
at those reviews.
We need to see what people are saying
Few people are saying.
about real-world leak-proof performance.
Yeah, are they taking these things on road trips?
Right. Are they throwing them in their backpacks?
Could be putting them in their luggage.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be right back
Okay.
with
well,
our leak-proof verdict.
we'll find out the truth.
So are these Rubbermaid Brilliance containers really leak-proof?
That's the question, isn't
That
it?
is the big question.
And I've got to say,
Yeah.
the reviews are pretty convincing.
Okay.
People are really putting these things to the test.
Mm-hmm.
They're throwing them in backpacks, taking them on road trips,
Okay.
even packing them in their luggage for flights.
Wow.
And it seems like you
Yeah.
really do live up to that leak-proof promise.
Okay, so no leaks.
Yeah, people are saying,
Even with soups and sauces.
even with soups and sauces.
I don't know. I've been burned before
I know, I get it.
by containers that claim to be leak-proof,
Yeah.
and then they weren't.
The reviews here,
Okay.
I mean, they're pictures of containers upside down in bags, not a drop spilled.
Okay.
People are saying it's changed the way they pack their lunches.
Okay.
They're not worried about spills anymore.
So no more soggy sandwiches.
No more soggy sandwiches.
All right, you've convinced me.
Right.
The marketing hype is real.
Sometimes it is this time,
Yeah.
but we still have those concerns about the cracking.
Right, we can't forget about that.
And the dishwasher.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
that's a real issue,
Yeah.
especially with the lids.
Right.
And even though hand washing might help,
Yeah.
it's not always practical.
It's not.
You know, maybe they'll come out with a new version
Yeah.
where the lids are made of something else
Yeah.
that can handle the dishwasher better.
Yeah. Something more durable,
Exactly.
but still leak-proof.
Right, that's the key. And speaking of durability,
Yeah.
what about the end of life?
That's another thing. It would be nice
Uh-huh.
if they gave us more information
Yeah.
about how to recycle these things.
Yeah, like, are there any take-back programs?
Right. Exactly.
Because we know the Triton is recyclable, but
Yeah. But it would be good to know the specifics.
yeah, it would be nice if they were more transparent about that.
It would.
But even with those downsides,
Yeah.
these Rubbermaid Brilliance containers, they seem like a pretty good investment.
I think so.
I mean, they're durable.
They are. They're leak-proof. Leak-proof.
They look nice.
They look great.
And they actually deliver on what they promise.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
they work.
They work.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbermaid Brilliance containers. If
Yeah.
you're looking for
If you want something.
a reliable leak-proof
It's
solution
gonna last.
for food storage,
Yeah.
these are worth considering.
They are.
Just be aware of those potential issues with cracking and the lack of information about recycling.
Right.
But overall,
But overall-
they get a thumbs up from us.
Yeah, they do.
And before we go,
Uh,
I want to leave you with a thought.
okay.
If you could design the perfect food storage container,
Mm-hmm.
what would it have?
What would it have?
What would make it even better
Yeah.
than the Rubbermaid Brilliance?
Hmm.
Would it clean itself?
Ooh. Self-clean.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Would it have a built-in freshness indicator?
Ooh, interesting.
Or maybe it would fold flat for easy storage.
Yeah, I like that.
There are so many possibilities.
The possibilities are endless.
So think about it. What would your dream food storage container be like?
Yeah, what would you invent?
Yeah. All right, that's all for today.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Rubbermaid Brilliance. Until next time, happy organizing.
Happy organizing.